Welcome, everyone. You've reached Grandma Mo, and we're covering the games from Friday night on Friday nights on Ion. And this was one of the early games, and you had the Fever going up against the Sky. And appreciate it if you can hit that subscribe button. We've passed the 200 subscriber mark, and looking to get to 500. So appreciate that if you can do that for me. And so we're going to cover the Fever against the Sky, and this one got out of hand really early in the first quarter, and the Sky were really hurt by the fact that Angel Reese wasn't there. She ended up getting it wasn't a big foul, but it was just she hit somebody in the face going for a rebound, and because it was her eighth technical foul, she ended up getting suspended from this game. So it would have made the game more competitive if she was playing. But the Sky just like every other team, including the Fever, they've had to endure, players being out via injury or whatever the reason. A number of teams have had to go through that, and you just got to, it's next woman up, and you have to somehow figure it out and get it done. So the Fever went out to, first off, the Fever got the win 97-77, and it was pretty much, the Sky got it down at different points during the game, but they could never, just get past that 16-point difference in the first quarter. So the first quarter, Indiana outscored them 31-15. Chicago knocked that down to 15 points by halftime. So they outscored them 26-25, but that was it. Then Indiana outscored them the rest of the game. So Indiana third quarter 22-19, and then 19-17 in the fourth. So that gives Indiana a 22-20 record, and they are vying for one of the last three spots, which it looks like they're going to get. I don't know if they're going to beat Minnesota their next game, but Seattle lost to New York, so they also have 21 losses. And Seattle has one more game left, but the Sparks lost. So the Sparks have 22 losses now. So it looks like it's going to be Seattle and Indiana for the last two spots. And then who knows what will happen with the Valkyries. They have to play Minnesota twice and Seattle. So the last three have pretty much been decided. It's just a matter of what position they're going to be in. And Chicago, they've dropped to 10-31. Points in the paint, Indiana had outscored them 50-36. And when you have Camila Cardoso on your team, that's unusual that would happen. But Howard and Boston were very strong inside. And just got more points there inside. So looking at team shooting percentages, the Sky shot 52% from the floor, which that's good. But they only shot 18% from three. So their outside game was just not... let's see. Rebecca Allen hit a three and Maddie Westbeld hit a three. That was it. That was it for the whole game. The Fever didn't really shoot much better, but they got 6 three-pointers. And the Fever shot 52% from the floor. So they were both shot approximately the same percentage, but the Fever took 73 shots. The Sky only took 48. Wow, that's a huge difference. Huge difference. And the Sky had 24 turnovers. That was a killer. That just killed them. Indiana had 10. Indiana got 28 points off those turnovers, and Chicago only got 10 points off the 10 turnovers. So there's your game, pretty much right there. That's 18 points. There's your game. Chicago just had too many turnovers. So they did have 4 players in double figures. Onyenwere had 18 points. So great game for her. She was 6 for 8. 6 for 7 from the line. But she had 4 turnovers. An assist, a rebound, and a rebound. Westbeld had 7 points. She hit a 3, like I said. She had a turnover, an assist, 4 rebounds. Cardoso had 18 points. She had 2 blocks. She had 5 turnovers, 5 assists, and 9 rebounds. Ariel Atkins had 10 points. She was 4 for 8. But she had 5 turnovers. So there's 10 turnovers just between those two. And then add 4 for that's 14 out of the 24. Just too many turnovers. Rachel Banham didn't score. She only took 3 shots. She's such a great 3-point shooter. You'd think she would, they'd feed her a little more. Get her open so she can get a 3-point shot off. Elizabeth Williams, she had a good game. 13 points, 11 rebounds. But she also had 3 turnovers, 4 assists. She was 4 for 5 from the floor and 5 for 8. Then Kia Nurse hit let's see. She just had foul shots, so 3 points for her. Uzan had 5 points. She made a hoop and also 3 points on the foul line. Rebecca Allen, she only hit a 3. She's also a really good 3-point shooter, and she only took 4 shots. She only took 2 3-point shots. So, let's see. Rebounds. Chicago out-rebounded them 31-27. So it was close. And now looking on to Indiana, you had 5 players in double figures, led by Kelsey Mitchell. Another good game for Kelsey. Just really good. She didn't shoot particularly well from 3. She was 2 for 6. It's not bad, but it's not great either. But she was 6 for 13 overall, which is 46%. And she was 6 for 6 on the foul line. And she had 8 assists. So it wasn't all scoring. She was doing some passing and getting her teammates the ball. And then you had Howard. Howard has struggled for a couple of games here. So it was nice to see her get a good game. She was 7 for 8 from the floor, 4 for 5 from the foul line. She had 18 points. She also had 4 steals. She had a turnover, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. So good game for Howard. It was nice to see her rebound from the past couple games. She struggled the past couple games. And then Lexi Hull added 9 points. She had 3 rebounds and assists and a steal. Lexi Hustle was once again hustling all over the place. She didn't shoot well from 3. She was 1 for 5, but she was 4 for 9 overall. So good game for her. Aaliyah Boston, she had 11 points, but they pretty much, she only played 18 minutes. So I think Stephanie White is figuring, okay, we got to get her some rest. We have a big lead, because the playoffs are coming. You got to start thinking about resting your players. You can't be like Kelsey Mitchell played 30 minutes. That's me, But I mean, she probably wants to play the whole time. So anyway, Boston had 5 assists and 4 rebounds. She was 5 for 8 overall. Then you had Odyssey Sims. She was 5 for 9 overall, 1 for 2 from 3. She had 13 points, 2 turnovers, 4 assists. And Ariel Power, she's been a very nice addition to the Fever. She's played really well. She's been contributing in every game she's been in. 10 points for her, 2 steals, 3 assists, and a rebound. She was 4 for 9. Turner got 2 points. She was 1 for 3. She got 5 rebounds and 1 assist. Then Shea Petty, she hit a 3-point shot. And then Dantas hit a 3-point shot and made a couple other hoops. She had a turnover, an assist, and a rebound. And then Timpson got in the game. She played 3 minutes, 4 points. She was 2 for 3, and she also got a rebound. So that pretty much wraps this one up. And the playoffs upcoming are going to be really exciting because I don't know if any of the bottom. I mean, New York could very well win because they're going to be in the 5th position. So whoever's in 4th, if Sabrina Ionescu comes back, they could very well win. But the Valkyries, the Storm, and the Fever are very unlikely going to beat Atlanta, Phoenix, or who's the other team? The Aces. or Minnesota for that matter. Um, so I don't know, but it'd be really cool if that happens. If one of these lower teams upset one of those higher teams, it could happen. But the fact that it could happen is so cool. And, one of the things that's interesting is if Seattle ends up getting that 8 seed and they play Minnesota, they've beaten Minnesota twice. The Fever have also beaten Minnesota. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.